Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Menurut me, personally, today uh, I want to practice my weekly assignment, and beside practicing, uh, I will uh, explaining to the step of practicing about it. Okay, so now we go to the Cisco Packet Tracer, and we see there is uh, OSPF and AIGRP, and this is a new configuration than configuration before. Okay, and now we look to the task. Uh, there is very many tasks. We start from task one, part one, basic configuration. Configure hostname and all of router and switches same as display name. After that, we also configure uh, the secret of switches and routers. So let's begin. Uh, but it looks so messy, and I will turn off the the port labels. Okay. Uh, and also the device model label. Uh, Wait a minute, guys. Okay. We start from SW1. This is uh, as the command we we configure the hostname same as display name. So we look here. The display name is SW1. So we configure like that. Okay. We go to the global configuration, and then uh, you you input this command hostname and the name of uh, the switch. Okay, you must write like the display, the big alphabet or small. You must follow the display. Okay, display one, and then you click enter. Alright, the hostname um, has changed, and now we will configure the secret of this switch. So the secret is like password, but for simple explanation like this, the password uh, will will be an inscription, so we cannot look to the password. Okay, you input the command enable and then space and then write secret. After this, you write the secret of the switch. That's the Cisco, and then enter. Okay, and then nah, uh, you You do this to the all of switch and router. The step is same, and now I will show to you what the benefit of secret. And secret is different than password in here in Cisco. Okay, we look input the command show run and then enter. Nah, look at this sentence. Nah, enable secret. Nah, uh, it mean it means the secret has success configured. Okay, configured. And you look to this the mesh alphabet. Nah, this is the our password that the Cisco, but because we configure with secret, so the password will be encryption. Nah, like this. And the people will cannot to look or knows to the password of this device. Okay, for switch one is done, and now we continue to the other devices, and step is same. Okay, alright, we done to configure the switch and router, configure the name and the secret. And now we go to the part 2, and here we will configure the VLAN trunking in switch 1, switch 2 and core router 2. Now, so the so we will configure at here. Okay, we start from switch 1, click the switch 1, and we go to the global configuration. We will create the VLAN. So look at the display. So there is for VLAN. That's the from VLAN 10 until 14, and we will create for each switch to VLAN. Switch VLAN just VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, and for switch 2 is VLAN 13 and 14. Okay, we start. Okay, I almost forgot for the configuration of uh, creating the VLAN is you write VLAN. After that you write the number of the VLAN. So if the VLAN is VLAN 10, you write VLAN 10. If the VLAN is 20, you write 20, and and like that. After you write the VLAN, you write the name of it. Okay, you write name, and then the name of VLAN that you wanna uh, write. Okay. And now we go to the switch 2. We do like before. Okay, and now for the next task is configure purpose and all of interface that connect to PC. Okay, before we go to the next configure, we will put uh oh no. And now we will configure purpose to interface that connect to the PCs. Okay, we'll write exit first, and then you write interface. After that, range. Now for for knowing the interface, you open the option and then you click preference and you checklist this always show port labels in logical workspace. Okay. And now we open the switch one and we look uh, what interface they connect to the PCs. We look here, there is a VLAN 2 until VLAN 5. So we will configure from VLAN 2 until VLAN 5 with range. Okay, because of that the command is interface range FA2 until 5. And then for configure purpose, you write this spanning. Now you can just write until here, and then you click tab. After this, you write port purpose, or you just click tab. Okay, and then enter. Now, you do this uh, at the switch to 2. Okay. Okay, we done to configure purpose for each uh, interface that connect to the pieces. And now we will put for each interface the VLAN. Okay, we start from, because this is a switch to, we start from VLAN 13. Okay, you write this interface and you look what interface that connect to the VLAN 13. So we got here VLAN 2 and VLAN 3. So you write the range of uh, of those uh, interfaces. Okay, range and then VLAN 2 and 3. Okay, after this you write switch port mode access. After this, you write again switch port access VLAN. What a VLAN for this interface. That's the VLAN tested. Enter. Nah, so if there is a command uh, to create a VLAN, you must follow this step. For the first, you create a VLAN uh, at the switch, and then if there is a necessary, you configure the purpose. After that, you put for each VLAN the for each interface the VLAN. Okay, now because this is you have know about this for the next step, maybe I will not telling too much. Okay, search for VLAN 13. Okay, we go to the VLAN 14. Okay, after we configure the VLAN at the switch 1, and now we will configure the trunk. So what is trunk? The trunk is the interface that usually the interface trunk is from switch to the router. Nah, so the interface trunk uh, in the switch at the interface FA01, and also same for switch 2. We'll configure trunk at interface FA01. Okay, first we will go to the interface FA01. Nah, you write interface FA01. Nah, after this, uh, you write switch port mode trunk. Okay, nah, for the switch one is same. We go to the interface and then configure the trunk. Okay, we back to the task. And now what is task? Configure router on stick and DHCP server and core. Prepare to for all VLAN. Set the DNS server. Oh, before we configure the router on stick, I forgot. We will configure this. Configure allowed VLAN to only permit access VLAN in the interface. Nah, so we will configure uh, the several VLAN that only permit access VLAN in the trunk interface. Okay, we back again to the switch one, and we go to the interface FA 0, and then um, wait a minute. Okay, um, and now the configuration now. First, we will go to the interface trunk, and then you input this command switchboard trunk, uh, and then allow it, and then VLAN. Okay, we look first to the command to only permit access VLAN. Configure allow VLAN to only permit. Oh. Nah, after this, you write all. Okay, and then enter. Nah, you do this uh, also to the switch to and then put the permission. Okay, guys. After we configure allow trunk, and now we will configure the router stack. This configuration in router. Okay, let's begin. We go to the global configuration. After that, firstly, we will make the SVI. Uh, this configuration is important for router stack. Okay, let's follow me. Oh, not the SPI, but we will configure the sub interface because this is the router. Okay, first we go turn on uh, the real interface that going to the switch. Okay, that's the interface FA00, and then you write no ship. Okay, you do this to the both of interface. Okay, and now we will configure this interface for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 because the this both of VLAN uh, is on the interface FA00, so we will make the sub interface on this sub interface on this interface. Okay, follow me. You read the interface FA00, and then for the sub interface you add dot and then the number of VLAN for easily as 10, and then enter. After this, uh, wait. Nah, you write encapsulation dot 1q, and then you write the number of VLAN 10. Nah, after this you write the IP address, and um, nah, the IP address is IP address. Nah, is first IP address of each VLAN. Nah, so for VLAN 10, that's the 10.1. Okay, you can follow me. 9.192.168.10 and 1. After that, you write the subnet. This is the 24 prefix 24, and then enter. Now, do this to the all uh, sub interface. Okay, after we configure the sub interface, I will look the result first. Okay, I think there is some necessary configuration. Exclude and then switch forum. Okay, there is some switch that I forgot to configure hostname and secret. Switch 4. Where is switch 4? Ah, this is switch 4. Okay, after we configure the sub interface, we will configure the DHCP server on router, and also we will execute some IP for not uh, going to the DHCP server. Okay, okay, let's follow me. You write this IP DHCP DHCP pool and the name of this DHCP pool. First, I wanna make for, and we make this for each VLAN. First, I want to make for VLAN 1, for VLAN 10. Nah, you write this VLAN 10, and then you write network is this. You look at the task. Nah, this is the network of VLAN 10. Okay, and then you enter the subnet. Okay, nah, after network you write this default router. This is the IP address uh, of sub interface of that VLAN, because this is VLAN 10, so I got the IP address of sub VLAN, sub interface VLAN 10. Now just this, enter. After this we will enter the command uh, DNS. DNS server, you just follow the task. So the task is command us to write this for DNS. Nah, nah, and then okay, do this to the all VLAN. Okay, after we configure all of DHCP full, now we will configure the some IP that not going to the DHCP server. So the configuration is IP DHCP. Now you write execute address, and then you write the addresses. Then the addresses is the first address of each sub interface. Start from VLAN 1, VLAN 10, then enter. Do this to the all of sub interface. Okay, I will check the result first. Com. Okay, this is the command execute address. And now we will configure the server for all PCs. So uh, the for each pieces will get the IP automatically or dynamic with the HTTP server, and the pieces will be the HTTP client. Now you click the PC and then go to desktop and then click configuration and click this DHCP. So this PC will get the IP address dynamically. Do this to the all PCs. Okay, we done to configure this area, and this is uh, from part 2. Just forget to save. where. Okay, don't forget to save your project. We're done to configure part 2, and we will go to the part 3. This step is same, very same. uh, I will explain to you first. First, you configure the VLAN on this router, and on this router you create the VLAN and the name, and you put for each interface the VLAN. After that, same as the switch. Nah, after that you configure the trunk. Nah, you configure the trunk for this interface and this interface. Nah, and you look at the comment, what it comments to us. uh, After that I will show uh, if there is a necessary info. Nah, after we done configuring the switches, nah, don't forget to configure this interface that's going to the router. Nah, and also we will make the VLAN on the router too. Nah, like before. uh, and the different is just on the switch. We will trunk the switch. Maybe for now you can follow me, because the step is same, very same. Okay, start from switch 3. And now we will configure uh, the router for make the sub interface. First we will trunk the interface from switch 3. And now we go to the call router 3. We go to the global configuration. First we will make the sub interface. Before that we will turn on the basic interface. Okay. And now we will configure the sub interface. Forget the configuration. And the IP network is same like before. We just change less the necessary. So the name is first one. Okay, after we create the interface, um, we will configure the DHCP port. And now we will configure the exclude IP exclude HTTP exclude address. And now uh, we will go to the pieces for getting the IP address. This one. Okay, success. Okay, the configuration of part 3 was done. Maybe for pin, you can try by yourself, pin for each piece. Uh, Now we go to the part 4, configure VLAN. Okay. Nah, so this is the part 4. We will configure on this area. There is 3 VLAN 17, 18, and 19. Now, and this step is very same like uh, tutorial like task part 2. Nah, okay, and maybe for this part uh, my explanation will less than before. Mm, mm, okay, I start the configuration. Okay, we then to configure the task of part 3, this area. Oh, I mean part 4. And now we go to the part 5. Configure this MLS switch to core switch. Okay, we go to the global configuration. Then we look to the task. Create VLAN and set the VLAN name as display. Okay. Oh, the VLAN is VLAN 100. Okay, start. And then, okay, after this, we configure manually, not DHCP. First, go to the DNS server. Now, for the IP address is 192.168.101. The subnet is 44 and the gateway is 101. DNS, you read like this: 192, 168, 101. And then we do this also on this web server. We will try, can this server ping each other? Okay, it's success. Okay, we done to configure part 5. Don't forget to save. Next, configuring point-to-point address. Okay, for this part, it actually very easy. First, we start from this router. Now, for configuring this part 6, we configure just on router and MLS. Now, start from here, router 2. Okay. Oh, I think better is from router 1. You need to look of this interface. Okay. Wait a minute, guys. Now, first we will go to the H interface. Now, so on this router 1, there is 4 interface, and we will configure all of them. We will configure the routing. Okay, 10 11 12 13. Start from 10. Interface. Oh, I almost forgot about it. Uh, I think I will try to range first. Oh, it cannot to configuring range. Okay, we start from SA10 10, and then IP address is 11. Okay, 10 10 10 1. It's 10 10 10 1, and the subnet is uh, and then okay, tell it now. I forgot there is uh, a configuration that I forgot. We continue the configuration. Now, for router 1, it's done. Now we go to the other router. Okay, can, okay. Now, but the ping is just for the opposite. Now, if you ping to the other device, that for it cannot. Okay, don't forget to set, and we look the result of our progress. And now our progress has 87. and I feel very sleepy now. I have worked this for how many? 1 hour and 45. Maybe there is a video that I will speed up. Oh, IP routing. Yeah. I forgot this one. And now we back to the MLS because there is a one thing that I forgot. Nah, you read this IP routing. Nah, and also on the switch too. Okay. Okay.